All right, let's dive right into this explainer. Today, we're breaking down a massive shift that is happening right now in how we all find information online. We are specifically digging into Chapter 3 of Marcus Sheridan's highly influential book, Endless Customers. So, if you've been sitting there wondering why your website just isn't getting the traffic it used to, or how AI is completely reshaping the way people search, you are in the exact right place. We're going to unpack this major transition away from traditional SEO and into a totally new digital landscape.
Okay, let's just pause and think about this staggering number, 62%. That represents the estimated percentage of all Google searches today that end without a single click. Just let that sink in for a second. The vast majority of searches do not lead to a website visit anymore. And get this, it's up from 54% just a few years ago. It is a staggering trend, and it's fundamentally altering how businesses actually get discovered out there.
So to really understand why this is happening, we have to define what a zero-click search actually is. Well, it happens when users get their answers right on the search results page without ever clicking through to a website. Think about it. When you search for, say, how tall is Mount Everest, boom, the answer is right there in front of you. AI overviews and featured snippets are giving users exactly what they need instantly. It completely removes the need to click any further. Honestly, it's incredibly convenient for the user, but it's heavily disruptive for content creators.
So here is our roadmap for mapping out exactly how to survive this paradigm shift today. We'll start with the zero-click reality, explain the decline in organic traffic, talk about creating digital signals, explore how to build an unignorable brand, and finally redefine your success metrics. Let's get to it.
Section 1. Zero-click reality. The search landscape has changed.
Let's start with the hard truth about this zero-click reality, because frankly, it's causing major anxiety for businesses everywhere. For decades, we literally obsessed over SEO, right? We chased keywords, we hunted backlinks, and we treated that coveted spot on Google's first page like the holy grail of marketing. But relying solely on organic search traffic as your main lifeline, it's just no longer sustainable. The ground underneath our traditional strategies is shifting, and it's shifting fast.
To really grasp the severity of this shift, consider Marcus Sheridan's own company, River Pools and Spas. They are widely recognized as having the most trafficked swimming pool website in the entire world. Yet, even they are seeing a decline in traffic coming from Google. The crucial takeaway here is simple. If the absolute biggest, most optimized players in a space are losing organic traffic, the rules of the game have fundamentally changed for everyone. No one is immune.
Section 2. Declining organic traffic explained. It's not your fault. So we really need to understand exactly why this well of organic traffic is suddenly drying up. Marcus Sheridan hits the nail on the head here, saying, the writing is on the wall. You can no longer build your house on Google alone. And honestly, the most important thing to internalize right now is that Google isn't actively punishing you, and it doesn't mean your content is suddenly bad. They are simply responding to user demand. People crave fast, convenient answers, and search engines have perfected the art of delivering them right then and there.
What are the actual roadblocks here? Just think about the factors keeping users away from your site. We've got AI-generated overviews, synthesizing entire articles right at the top of the page. We have featured snippets pulling out your exact quotes. Then there are ads cleverly disguised as organic results. Ultimately, users are just finding their answers instantly. All these things conspire to keep users right there on the search page. Your dropping traffic is just a direct result of these on-page roadblocks.
And that brings us to the absolute core question of this entire explainer. If users don't click to our website, how do we ensure they actually remember us? How do we survive and even thrive if we just can't secure that traditional website click anymore? The old playbook is completely obsolete, so we have to find a new way to capture attention.
Section 3. Creating unmissable digital signals, the new breadcrumbs. This brings us to the solution. Digital signals. Think of signals as unmissable, undeniable digital breadcrumbs that lead back to your brand even if there's never a direct click-through. From here on out, every single piece of content you put online acts as a signal. It's a breadcrumb that trains both human minds and, this is crucial, AI systems like ChatGPT to recognize your brand as the ultimate authority. You aren't just optimizing for clicks anymore. You are optimizing for brand recognition.
Section 4. Building an unignorable brand. The tactical playbook.
All right, now that we know what signals are and why they matter so much, let's explore exactly how to generate them so your business becomes basically impossible to ignore. The author outlines 3 actionable steps as your core playbook for surviving this zero-click era.
Dominate your niche with authority, utilize platform-specific strategies, and build brand equity with absolute consistency. Let's break these down.
First up, step 1, dominating your niche. Look, just having your brand appear everywhere means absolutely nothing if people don't trust you. Both AI algorithms and human audiences highly prize deep, high-quality authority. This means you must double down on creating content that is unquestionably valuable. It has to include original research, thoughtful analysis, and it absolutely must add something new to the conversation. If it's generic fluff, AI will just absorb it without ever giving you the credit.
Step 2 means you can't treat all content as a one-size-fits-all strategy. You've got to tailor your signals to the specific platform where users are discovering you natively. For example, LinkedIn, perfect for sparking deep, insightful industry discussions. Instagram is fantastic for showcasing your behind-the-scenes company culture and building trust. And platforms like YouTube or TikTok, that's where you focus on the broader brand experience. AI algorithms on these platforms are constantly learning what engages people, so you have to play to the native strengths of each platform.
And that leads right into the third step, consistency. You've probably heard of the rule of 7, right? It's that old marketing principle that a buyer needs to see your brand 7 times before taking action. Well, as Sheridan points out, these days that number is likely much, much higher. Because visibility on a search page doesn't guarantee a click anymore, you have to publish with immense consistency. Even without a click, your constant, high-quality presence ensures your brand occupies real estate in the buyer's mind and deeply ingrains itself into AI recommendation databases.
Section 5. Redefining your success metrics. The paradigm shift.
Okay, if we are fundamentally changing how we play the game, we absolutely have to change how we keep score. We have to leave that old Google-era mindset behind. If you are hanging your entire strategy on website traffic, search rankings, and direct click-throughs alone, you're going to drive yourself crazy. The new metrics of success that you need to be tracking today are brand mentions across the web, deep social engagement on those native platforms, and your AI recommendation rates.
So, as you step back and adapt your business to this new zero-click reality, I want you to leave yourself with this provocative question to ensure you're building a truly unignorable brand. Ask yourself, are people actually sharing our content? And are we the absolute go-to source for AI-driven recommendations? Because I promise you, if you can honestly answer yes to that, those traditional clicks won't matter nearly as much because you already own their attention.